This exercise 1.3 solved by matrix inversion method. This is exercise 1.3. 2x plus 3y minus 5 is equal to 0. X minus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. So first step is write this equation 2x plus 3y. The constant take it to the right side. Minus 5 take it to the right side. Then x minus 2y is equal to minus 1. Write it like this. Take the constant to the right side first. Then you have to use the inversion method. Matrix, the question is solved using matrix inversion method. Okay, that means you're going to find the inverse and solve this. You're going to find matrix inverse. So to do that, first we have to write this in the matrix form. You have to write it as AX is equal to B. You have to write it as AX is equal to B. What is A? So A is the coefficients. What are the coefficients here? 2. The coefficients, tell me the coefficients. 2, 3, 1, minus 2. The coefficients of X and Y. See 2, 3, there is nothing there, you have to put 1. So 1, Y coefficient is minus 2. Then you have to write the matrix X. The capital X is nothing but the variables here. The variables are X and Y. X and Y are the variables. Sometimes you will have X, Y, Z also. Here you have only X and Y. So write that here. X, Y. Then you write matrix B. What is matrix B? Matrix B is the constants. What are the constants here? 5 minus 1. So write the constants. So this is the first step. You have to write it in the matrix form. Now you have to find, our aim is to find X and Y. We have to find X, Y. So X is equal to, take this A to the other side. See, AX is equal to B. Pre-multiply both the sides. Both the sides you multiply by A inverse. We want to use inversion, isn't it? So you need A inverse. So multiply, pre-multiply. Pre-multiply means before A. So A inverse A into X is equal to, when you multiply here, here also you multiply. Pre-multiply. Don't multiply after B. It's called pre-multiplication. So multiply before. So you should know that A inverse into A is I matrix. When you multiply matrix A and A inverse, what do you get? I. Identity matrix. So this is I into X is equal to A inverse into B. So X is equal to I into X. Identity into X is X itself. When you multiply a matrix by identity matrix, you will get the same matrix. X matrix is equal to A inverse into B. So here, what is X now? X is A inverse into B. So you should know that X is equal to A inverse into B. So we have to find A inverse. A inverse. Can you tell me what is the formula to find A inverse? 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So let us first find determinant of A. Matrix A 1 minus 2. Find the determinant of this. So how do you find the determinant of this? Cross multiply. You have learned this, isn't it? Multiply 2 into minus 2 minus 4 minus, multiply this 3 into 1 3. So that is equal to minus 4 minus 3 minus 7. Okay, minus 7 is not equal to 0. Is when the determinant is not equal to 0. What is it called as? Non-singular matrix. When it is a non-singular matrix, you can find A inverse. If it is equal to 0, you cannot find A inverse. So it is A inverse exists. Now we have to find the adjoint of A. How do you find the adjoint matrix of a 2 by 2 matrix? Interchange these two. You remember that? Interchange the elements of the main diagonal. So you write here minus 2 and here 2. Then change the sign of these two. So it will become minus 3 and minus 1. So this is the adjoint of A. So we have found adjoint of A. We have found determinant of A. Now we have to find A inverse. So A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. That means 1 by minus 7. So I'll write minus 1 by 7 into minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, 2. This is A inverse. Finally, X matrix. What is X matrix equal to? Our aim is to find X. So X is equal to A inverse into B. X matrix is equal to A inverse into B. So minus 1 by 7, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, 2 into the matrix B. What is matrix B? See, 5 and minus 1. 5 minus 1. So now you have to multiply this. You have to multiply. So minus, you can change the sign actually. Okay, so 1 by 7, change all the signs, become 2, 3, 1, minus 2, multiply by 5 minus 1. So how do you multiply? How do you multiply this? See, what is the order of this matrix? What is the order? 2 by 2. Very good. What is the order of this matrix? How many rows? Just see your horizontal lines. 1, 2. So you should say rows first. So 2 rows, 1 column. So it is a 2 by 1, not 1 by 2. It is 2 rows and 1 column. So 2 by 1. So these two are equal. You can multiply. You can multiply only when the columns of the first matrix is equal to the rows of the second matrix. These are equal. So you can multiply. When you multiply, the product is a 2 by 1 matrix. How do you write a 2 by 1 matrix? 2 rows and 1 column. That means A11, A21. How do you multiply now? Multiply the first row and the first column. Multiply and tell me the first row, first column. Multiply. 2 into 5, 10 minus 3. Okay, 10 minus 3. That is 7. Should write like a column matrix. Now tell me the second element. 1 into 5, 5. Minus 2 into minus 1 plus 2. So that is equal to 7. So this is 7. You have one constant 7 outside. So divide by 7. So this is your X. So X is 7 by 7. That is 1. And Y is also 7 by 7. That is also equal to 1. X is equal to 1. X is 1 and Y is also equal to 1. So now is a word problem. A salesperson Ravi has the following record of sales for the month of January, February and March for 3 products A, B and C. He has been paid a commission at fixed rate per unit but at varying rates for the products A, B and C. So the months are given, Jan, February, March, and the sales given. A, there are 3 products A, B and C. So the month of January, 9 units sold and 9 units of the product A. This is 10 units of the product B, 2 units of the product C, and the commission is 800 rupees. So similarly for the month of February, 15 units of A, 5 units of B, 4 units of C, and the commission is 900. Here 6 units of A, 10 units of B and 3 units of C. The commission is 850. Now find the rate of commission. So whatever is asked here, take it as XY. Z. Commission A, B and C. A, B and C. Let us take it as YZ. The first equation will be 9x plus 10y plus 2z is equal to 800. What will be the second equation? 15x plus 5y plus 4z, 6x plus 10y, 6x plus 10y plus 3z is equal to 850. So we got three equations. We have to solve using matrix inversion method. You have to use matrix inversion method to solve this. Write this as equation 1, 2 and 3. So you have to write this in the matrix form. How do you write this in the matrix form? So you have to write this as Ax is equal to B. What is the matrix A? See, using matrix inversion method, so you have to write in the matrix form. What is the matrix A? Take the coefficients. What are the coefficients? Can you read? 9, 10, 2. Very good. Then second row, 15, 5, 4. Third row, 6, 10, 3. Matrix A. Okay. What is matrix X? Which are the variables here? X, Y and Z, right? So write it as X, Y, Z as a column matrix. You should write like this, column matrix is equal to matrix B is the constants 800, 900 and 850. This is called as writing in the matrix form. So we wrote in the matrix form. Now we have to find the matrix X. What is matrix X? X is equal to this A, you take it other side, it will become A inverse. Pre-multiply, not the other side. Don't multiply B into A inverse. It is before A. So A inverse into, as I told you, this you need not write. Pre-multiply both the sides by A inverse. So pre-multiply. Okay. So I have multiplied the left side. I should multiply left side here. So A inverse into A is I. Is A inverse into B. I into X is X. So it is pre-multiply. Don't write B into A inverse. Okay. Now we have to find A inverse. What is the formula to find A inverse? 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So we have to find determinant of A first. So determinant of A is 9, 10, 2, 15, 5, 4, 6, 10, 3. Okay. Now how do you find the determinant? You take any row. I am taking the first row, 9. First element is 9. Just cut this row. See this row and this column. So what do you have now? What is left here? 5, 4, 10, 3. So 5 into 3, cross multiply. 15 minus 40. 15 minus 40. Now the second element will have a minus sign. You know it is in the odd place. Odd places will have minus sign for the cofactors, isn't it? Minus sign. So minus 10 into. Minus 10 into. Cut this row. See, cut this row and this column. Cut this column. So what do you have now? 15, 4, 6, 3. So 15 into 3, 45. 45 minus 6 into 4, 24. Plus 2. Okay, only for the odd places you have to change the sign of this element. So plus 2 into, now 2 is in this A13. So cut this row and cut this column. So you are left with 15, 5, 6, 10. Cross multiply. So 15 into 10. So 150 minus 30. This 9 into 15 minus 40 minus 25. Minus 10 into, what is this? 21. Then plus 2 into 120 minus 435. Correct? Okay. Minus 435 plus 240 minus 195. Now we have to find the adjoint of A. We have to find the adjoint of A matrix. Before that, this is not equal to 0. So A inverse exists. Okay. What is this matrix called as? Non-singular. So A inverse exists. Now we have to find the adjoint. You remember I taught you one shortcut method to find the adjoint. What is the shortcut method? See, the middle row is 15, 5, 4, isn't it? The middle row is 15, 5 and 4. They start from 5, okay? So 5, 4, 5, 4. Then the third, go to the third row, middle element, 10, 3, 6, 10. 10, 3, 6, 10. 10, 3, 6, 10. Then go to the first row, middle element, 10, 2, 9, 10. 10, 2, 9, 10. Now repeat. 5, repeat the first row. 5, 4, 15, 5. Okay. Now find the values now. 5 into 3, 15 minus 40. What is it equal to? So minus 25. Okay. Now multiply this. 4 into 6, 24 minus 45. Minus 21. So the minus 21, so you can write it here. Minus 21. Write as a column matrix. 5 into 3, 15 minus 40. I wrote it here. 24 minus 45 is minus 21. Write it here. 150 minus 30 is 120. Next 4 elements. 10 into 2, 20 minus 30 minus 10. Then 9 into 3, 27 minus 12, 15. Write it like this. Okay. 60 minus 90 minus 30. Then 40 minus 10, 30. Then 30 minus 36, that is equal to minus 6. Then 45 minus 150 minus 105. So we have found the adjoint. See, I just wrote it as a column matrix. See, I took like this and wrote it here. So I did not take the transpose also. Straight away we got the adjoint matrix. Now A inverse is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. That is a formula. So 1 by determinant of A we already found. So this is minus 1 by 195 into the adjoint. Adjoint you write it now. Minus 25, minus 10, 30, minus 21, 15, minus 6, then 120, minus 30, minus 105. Okay, this is your A inverse. So what is X matrix equal to? Our aim is to find matrix X. X matrix is equal to A inverse into B. So A inverse into B. So minus 1 by 195 into minus 25, minus 10, 30, minus 21, 15, minus 6, 120, minus 30, minus 105 into matrix B. What is matrix B? 800, 900, 850. Multiply now. You have to multiply this into this. So minus 195. Multiply. Minus 25 into 800. Minus 2000. Minus 9000. Then 15 into 9, 135. Minus 6 into this. Like this you have to multiply first row and first column into the corresponding elements. 10 into 900, 30 into 850. X is equal to 17.95, that the 3500 by 195. Y is equal to rupees 43.08. Z is equal to 103.85 rupees.